address. When the Carolina Panthers were fully healthy, when Robbie Anderson was there, when CMC was healthy, when Sam Darnold was like healthy, guys, we were talking about them backing their way into the Super Bowl. What, they were 4-0, I think, right? And then and then CMC got hurt, and then all of a sudden, you know, they're like a 500 team, and then now we're benching, Sam Darnold got hurt. I want to do major air quotes there, and then we're like, oh, so. Like, if you're really not sold on Sam Darnold, look what he did the first 3 weeks of the season. Combs, weren't we saying that, hey, this is a Sam Darnold that we all thought he like he was when he first went into the league, but the Jets just like killed his career, and they're like, oh, this is the real Sam. This is the real the real Sam. Like, I think Darnold is a better quarterback than we thought he was in New York. And I've said that for a long time because I thought that organization, that coaching staff just held people back. That's what they do. And I don't think Sam Darnold's really gotten a fair shake. I mean, when you lose your primary weapon in CMC, that's going to cause you to take a haul. Imagine if right now, if for Tampa Bay, I don't know, imagine Mike Evans goes down, or imagine Leonard Fournette goes down. I mean, you can already see the injuries piling up in Tampa Bay and it having an effect. When you lose a major weapon, I don't care who you are, it's really tough to overcome, which is why I think that the dynasty in New England did so well, is because they never had that key piece. That key piece was always Tom Brady. Right. They always had a bunch of complementary pieces that always just fit back in, and it was just plug and play. When you've got a primary weapon like CMC and he gets hurt, you can't plug and play and replace those numbers. You just can't.
I'm really glad that we're on this, because now we're talking. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty, because for the longest time, I've been a Sam Darnold. Like, I will defend Sam Darnold to the death. I liked him out of college. I thought that he's got that gunslinger mentality. He is not afraid to throw it in coverage. But he wants to make plays. He wants to make the play, and sometimes that can get you in trouble. But that's been him, and I've always felt, hey, look, you got to give this kid a chance to not be with Adam Gase. Everybody who's with Adam Gase, when they finally get away from Adam Gase, all of a sudden, you know, pops. We're talking about Devontae Parker. We're talking about Ryan Tannehill. We're talking about King and, you know, all these former Dolphins who then, you know, go somewhere else, and now it's, oh, well, they actually can play a little bit. But watching Carolina, and I had a tweet, they were the team who I was most interested, outside of Dallas, being a Cowboys fan, I was most interested in seeing this year, because I knew their defense was young, hungry, fast, and played really aggressive. And so I was really like, okay, with Sam Darnold, let's see what they could do, because they brought him in to open up the offense. They love what they're seeing in the preseason. Like, I was so interested to see what happens. And like you were talking about, the first 3 weeks, Christian McCaffrey, I mean, we were like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got Sam Darnold starting in fantasy, you know what I'm saying, fantasy football. And I'm like, yes, I got my quarterback. CMC goes down, and that's a huge blow, because he went from, okay, my offensive line is suspect, but if I really got to get out of my hands, I can just dump it off to a weapon who can go make a play. And then he lost that, and he just all of a sudden got back to being in New York again. And he starts resorting to old ways, but he makes the easy stuff look so hard.